This person says, you want to solve homelessness? Throwing money at it doesn't work. Solve it by addressing the reasoning, drug addiction, and mental illness, because those are the only two reasons why anybody would possibly be currently homeless in America. Okay, let's deal with those issues. Let's expand mental health treatment and access to mental health in this country, and let's expand treatment for drug addiction in this country. Are you down with that program? Because you see, one of the problems that we've always run into on the Democratic or liberal side of the political aisle is that every time we try to get people off the streets, get people into shelter, folks like yourself say, well, we can't just throw money at it. And then you say, we need to deal with the root causes, and you list two specific root causes: drug addiction and mental illness. But then when we say, all right, let's set up drug addiction programs, let's set up more mental health clinics, let's make sure that more people have access to mental health clinics and drug addiction clinics, people like you always tend to be the same ones that say we don't have the money for it. Can't do that. Fuck you. You made your decisions from the drug addiction standpoint. And from the mental illness standpoint, we don't have the money for it. If they want access to mental health help, then they should get a job and get health insurance. Well, they can't. They're fucking homeless. So you see the circular logic there? Don't give organizations money to get people off of the streets in the short term and get them into shelter. Solve the systemic problem. Okay, let's go solve the systemic problem. We don't have money to solve the systemic problem. Well, then how are we ever going to get the people off the streets? I don't know, not my problem. But throwing money at it won't help. You don't just get to tell us that we need to go solve these problems without telling us what programs you're willing to back. What domestic spending programs are you willing to engage in? Are you willing to authorize? Are you willing to create to address mental illness and drug addiction? Because we can't address them unless we throw money at it, right? We got to create mental health clinics. We have to create access to mental health doctors. We have to create drug addiction clinics. We have to create access to those drug addiction clinics. All of that costs money. Money that folks like you typically don't want to fucking spend. So in the short term, we say, then let's spend some money and at least get them off the fucking streets tonight, tomorrow night, this week, this month. Let's get them into some shelter. Let's get some food into their bellies. We're just wasting fucking money throwing money at a drug addiction problem and a mental health issue problem. We can't fucking win with you guys because you guys don't want to support any domestic programs. So I'll tell you what. How about you come back and see us when you're ready to name what fucking programs you are willing to spend money on to address drug addiction and mental illness, okay?